Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Tara with Mayhem Crafty Cards. So for today's card, I decided to use Rabbit Hole Designs Happily Ever After. And I shouldn't say that I'm in a slump, but you ever have that feeling where you have 10,000 ideas and you just don't know what to do with them? So that's kind of where I have been, just kind of trying to figure out what I want to do and lay everything out and figure out what you want to do and how you want to do it. So for this card, what I did was I took the Lawn Fawn cloud stencil with that alabaster ink from Brutus Monroe. I really like this stuff. And I'm just doing the same blending technique that I did in my previous video, where I laid down the pigment first and then picked up, I believe this is Lawn Fawn Mermaid that I used. And I was trying out some new brushes from Amazon, and I think I'm just going to have to break down and get the ones with the colorful handles, because these did not blend how I wanted them to blend. It was really a struggle with these ones. So, I mean, it worked for what I needed it to at the moment, but I tried with a couple other projects, and I'm just like, no, these aren't working very well. And I already had the bride and groom cut out, and I used my brother scan and cut for that because there was no dies. But right now, Rabbit Hole Designs has this set for, I believe I know it's on sale right now for $14.39. And it's a really, really cute set. It's got a couple different bride and groom sets in it. And it says, you know, their sentiments are congratulations, adore, blessed, happily ever after, Mr. and Mrs. in love. So if you are looking for a bridal set for cards, I really, really like this one. And right now they still have it, and I will make sure that I link it in the description box to where you can get this set. So back to the card, after I did the clouds, I decided I wanted to add a little bit of a grassy area. And I used the Pink and Main ergonomic blending brush for this. And let me tell you, it covers a lot of area very quickly with a super nice soft blend. Like this is one of my favorite blending brushes. And I am going to have to get more of these because it really covered the area very quickly. And of course, I don't blend this fast in real life, but I mean, it really does help with covering a large area. And this is just a Lawn Fawn freshly cut grass that I'm using to blend this out. So how many of you all have been sitting in kind of like a slumpy area? Not so much slumpy area, but I mean, since we're all stuck at home, it's when you have 10,000 ideas and you want to do them all at one time, it just seems like nothing works out. And it kind of was like with this card, just because I didn't really know where I was going with it. So I didn't really know where I was going with it, but I mean, I just wanted to create something. And here I took the Spectrum Noir. They say it's an ink, but I use it as kind of like a watercolor. And I had done her dress and her veil previously. Oh, I'm going to do it now, I guess. But I did also add that to the clouds, just to give it something a little extra. But like with this card, I just, I really wasn't feeling it, but I just kept going with it. Like, I don't want to just, throw the cards away. So I kept going with it. And I did color them using my Zig clean brush markers. I really enjoy. So with this card, I just kind of, I don't know, I wasn't feeling it, but then I didn't want to give up on it. So I just kept going with it. I got frustrated with the sentiment and ended up cutting that out because it just was not working for me. And I knew I wanted to use the congratulations. So I finally grabbed some vellum, some really thick vellum, and heat embossed congratulations with some gold embossing powder, just to give it a little something extra. And I ended up, melting a piece of my vellum, which is, I mean, you can't tell in the video, but it was I was so frustrated with it, but I kept going. So then on the back, I decided I was going to add some double-sided tape. And who has not struggled with some double-sided tape? Oh, to get this backing powder or backing off of it, it was a struggle. I was on the struggle bus. So if you have any good suggestions for some double-sided tape that the backing comes off a little easier than what I'm struggling with right now, I believe I just got this from Michaels. So then I just placed my little couple on there and realized that my vellum was on not the right way. So I had to go in and cut it off just to make it a little more even. I mean, this card was fun to make. It just, when you have so many ideas and you picture it in your head and it doesn't go the way you think it's going to go, it does get a little frustrating. But you know what? You just can't give up. You just got to keep going and pushing through it. And I just laid those guys down with some Nuvo glue just because they're on watercolor paper, so they're a little thicker. Excuse me. So now I'm going in and coloring, adding some sparkle to those clouds. And I wish you could see it in real life because it really does add a little pop. Just a little something extra to the clouds. Just because everything else was so, not plain, but just a little more laid back and a little more simple. That's the word I was looking for, simple. It just adds a little something extra to it. And I really like this. They call it glitter ink, but I usually add it to all my watercolor. It just adds a little something. So what do you do when you guys get in that, I guess, slump where you feel like nothing is going how you want it to go? Do you keep going, or do you just kind of take a step back? There you can see a little bit of that sparkle, and it just adds a little something extra to the card. But usually when I'm in a slump, I have to take a step back. I'm working on a couple hops right now, and I think I'm just overthinking it. I've never done a hop before, so I think that's part of it. I want it to go right, And I just added this on to some black cardstock. This card is going to be an A2, so it's 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 top folding. I do want to say thank you guys so much for watching and supporting my little channel. This is something that I really want to take try something new and get my, just connect with people who enjoy some of the same things I do. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you guys have a great week. I'll see you next time. Bye.